So currently, while I'm still working on the next part of my original manga, Dragon Ball Super VE, I am simultaneously producing a very special one-off manga, one that will be releasing in the next few days. One that is a sequel of sorts to my Goku meets Hakaishin Vegeta manga story that blew up and is on its way to 1 million views. But this time, instead of the fan-made Hakaishin form I used there, I will be giving Vegeta his new Ultra Ego form from the official anime, and putting it head to head with Goku's Ultra Instinct to see just who comes out on top using the information we have so far. And in this video, I'm going to discuss in sort of a preview with exclusive manga panels shown throughout exactly how that battle would go down in my universe and the possibilities of new forms beyond Ultra Ego and Instinct that may appear too. But before we get on to that, this video is sponsored by Aura Kingdom, a free-to-play fantasy MMORPG game that was made for anime fans like you and me. Set in the world of Azura, you play the role of a powerful group of beings known as the Envoy of Gaia, as you fight to save the kingdom during this strong and rich story. You'll pick between 17 classes, including the new and recently added Whipmaster class with a max level of 115, summon over 100 Eidolons, cook, fish, battle cards, and even join guilds to play with millions of players in this incredibly competitive PvE and PvP game, with modes ranging from 5v5 to up to 50 versus 50. I've been playing Aura Kingdom for a while now, and it's hard to even describe just how much there is to do in this game, from the ability to buy and decorate a house, all the way to dressing up your own character with its insane customization options, featuring over 2,000 costumes. This game must be tried to be believed, and you can do so with the links in the description below. But now, on to the video. So last time in my manga story where Goku and Vegeta fought, there was a bit of an uproar since I didn't follow the typical formula of Dragon Ball, where Goku always wins and everyone just sits behind. Specifically, the aim of all my series is to give the limelight to a new character or group of characters, where for example in VE it is all about King Vegeta, in GR where it's all about Raditz, and BG where it's all about Bardock and Guinea. In this, what was once a one-shot manga though, there wasn't necessarily any importance placed on Vegeta, but he was about to transform into a fan-made form known as Hakaishin form. And since it was fan-made, whatever its power level was just an imaginary one and not something anyone could quantify. In essence, it was a true what-if dream sequence, and in it, I made Vegeta also revert back to his primal and ruthless Saiyan ways, explaining that the Hakaishin power had brought about a change in his mind similar to his margin days. Vegeta in this ruthless state would go on to use his combat intelligence advantage over Goku to secretly have placed 3 balls of Hakai on Goku's leg, and pretty much instantly ended the fight by blowing Goku's leg off. A more realistic kind of ending where one mistake can cost you the entire fight, just like in real life, rather than the plot armor saving Goku at every turn. An idea you would never see in the real Dragon Ball, but would definitely see in my signature fan mangas. This time though, we are dealing with a canon and real form, in this aptly named Ultra Ego. Ironically, Ultra Ego sounds more of a fan-made name than Hakaishin Vegeta does, but we move. The form, at least in itself, with its specific abilities, is quite unique and has strong possibilities for power also. In my last video, I briefly outlined what this new form is and some ideas I have for its usage, but I'll recap in that this is a new form Vegeta achieved after his training with Beerus over several months, after finally being told there are alternatives to Ultra Instinct. He debuted it against a new villain of the series, Granola, and at first showed that it gave him a significant boost in power, as well as access to a strange flame ability that surrounds him, not too dissimilar to an Amaterasu flame control ability from Naruto. And after saying some pretty cringe lines like "get ready for a dose of my tough love," Vegeta really does beat down Granola, and when Granola eventually fights back, that's when Vegeta reveals that in his new form, the hotter his battle soul burns, the stronger he gets. And though there may be a few ways he can increase his battle soul, one way is definitely by him getting damaged by a strong opponent. And later, this is proven when Vegeta purposely tries to get himself hit and injured just to experience this power boost. The thing is though, eventually Granola does pull out something out of the bag and basically defeats Vegeta. He's on the floor after moments earlier saying his vision is blurring for some reason and his body has taken too much damage, putting it all on the line with a final attack that is beaten by Granola. This of course is in line with Goku, who just about is ready now to enter the fight again after revealing he can miraculously heal himself just like Dende can. So basically we can already tell that at some point Ultra Ego Vegeta and Ultra Instinct Goku will be teaming up. But the way the story is going, Granola is actually significantly stronger than both of them and outlasts each of their weaknesses. For Goku, he has a time limit in his Ultra Instinct form that Granola is surviving through with all kinds of methods. For Vegeta, his body can only take a certain amount of damage, which Granola deals again with ease. Not to mention, both are weakened and injured at this point. And so, what seems like a possible scenario here against the self-proclaimed strongest in the universe is a new form, one either for Vegeta or Goku. And there's cases for both. As for Goku, he literally has been using the same Ultra Instinct form since the Tournament of Power. If anything was to reinvigorate the series right now and make things fresh, it would be some kind of evolution of Ultra Instinct, known potentially as Ultra Instinctive. What the new powers and benefits could be, I'm not sure, but for Vegeta, there may be an even greater case that he will ascend past Ultra Ego. Because it's no coincidence that as soon as they gave Vegeta a new form, literally within the same chapter, he reaches his limit and basically loses. That's pretty much never happened with any new form. So that tells us that either Vegeta has not mastered this form yet, which is very possible since it's the first time he's using it, or there is still a ways to go for him before he truly does perfect Beerus' training. Either way, I think this form will change and ascend to an ultra something else, where he potentially has a way cooler design or one more like the Hakaishin form we were expecting from him after what we saw happen to Toppo. This idea is what I'm working on in my new manga, and to all you guys who watched this far, you have heard it here first, and I won't spoil what it may actually look like, but I will say I'm working on a design inspired by Monster Gaara from the One Punch Man series. So stay tuned for that video as it is dropping very soon. But yeah, that was all for today. Shout out to the sponsor for making my content possible and funding me, but I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.